come back to some woods I'd visited a few months ago, and where I walked around here last time it was full of trees and everything, and now this is what's happened in this particular area. Now I'm sure I did a video when I came round here last time, but I had a look on my YouTube and I can't find anywhere the video. But I do remember walking around here last time because there was quite a few fallen trees, and I was trying to various different options of trying to get some images of the vast amount of trees there. And now it's all gone, so rather than just walk past and leave all this, I decided, I spotted up the top there this tree. Obviously this time of year, no leaves and everything, and you've got all these felled trees in front of it and really the barren ground in front. So I was thought it would give a nice contrasting image of a living tree with what's just been felled and what's been left. And we've got the machinery here as well, so I've moved back over here, which is fortunately at the wind, to try and also include some of the machinery as well, so it adds to the story. I've walked a bit further through the woods. It's a bit of a strange place because most of it is, I don't know if you can see the fence down here just before this tree. Most of this whole area is like a managed estate and privates where you can't go into. So there's only really probably a very 4 or 5 footpaths, a bit like this, around the whole place where you can actually walk around, and you can't really get off the beaten track very much. I mean, that's probably the extent of where you can get to. And interesting that I've actually come past the quarry here now. This is how close you are. I mean, you can see literally this to the sheer drop. And I did actually fly my drone over here, I think it was last year, so I will probably play a bit of a footage of, so you can see how vast this area is. I've now come right down by the edge of the River Gelt. It's this that sort of caught my attention, and it's not the big scene again. I'm thinking more close up, possibly almost like miniature waterfalls, but it's this one that's catching my eye at the moment. I think purely and simply because the smooth, the way the rock is in there. Not sure whether I want to remove some of these leaves or not, to tidy it up. Not sure whether I'm happy with this one. I like the idea, and I just drop this brown leaf in to try something different. I've got all these others on here as well. So there's a selection of all here, bits and pieces bobbing down on all sorts. And I've been trying a few shots on that as well, but in the end I just thought, well, why not try a faster shutter speed to try and freeze the water in motion, especially where we're getting all these drips suddenly fly around as well. I'm just carrying along the River Gelt, and you come down from the top there. It's a lot of up and downs, certainly showing how unfit I am. And I've come across here, there's a part on here where this is rushing out, and we've got a nice little bridge here. And you can see the sheer volume of water coming down here. This is called Beck, and I've tried a few different sort of arrangements of the camera here. The problem is, don't know whether it shows up on this camera. I've got a branch, this branch here is dangling down here, I'm not sure whether that's picked up in the images or not, and there's one slightly behind it. So I've tried to get the camera as low as possible. I've tried a few formats where I've done it in landscape and portrait mode as well, just to see whether I like how much I like the difference on there. I've also tried various shutter speeds as well, anything probably as slow as a second and probably up to about a quarter of a second. I'm just trying to get different senses of motion blur to see which I actually prefer on the water. Today's walk, probably a lot further than I wanted to go. And it wasn't so much the distance, it was just the sheer climbs and declines on the hills that really got me more than anything. But I suppose the good thing was that at least I was dropping down out of the wind, and it just did make it a lot more enjoyable. Had no real idea before I came of what sort of images I was going to be looking for, and as it turned out I just literally used the one lens for all the images today. The woods here that I initially came to these probably about 3 months ago, something like that, and it's surprising. Obviously, for starters, we've got a change of season, so we've gone from really the autumn to more of the winter, just to how much things have changed. Plus also one of the areas of woodlands that I went down to has literally just had the machinery and felled all the trees there. But I think the main thing as well though was going through Gelt Woods was seeing the sheer amount of opportunities I've got to come back to. Even now, I could probably come back there when it's a much nicer day, get rid of the wind, maybe have a bit more brightness, and there was 2 or 3 areas there I could have probably spent 2 or 3 hours on, so it's already there marked off as a future project. Thanks a lot for watching.